Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Socket podcast. Today, I want to talk about other people in your life or people that you might come across that you have the opportunity to make them feel seen, to make sure that they know that they are appreciated, that they know that you're paying attention to the extra work they might be putting in or a kindness they are giving to others. I've had a couple examples in my life recently, and it made me think this is something I want to talk about. I want to talk about looking for opportunities to connect with other people in this way. People love to feel validated. They love to be appreciated. They love to feel seen. I'm sure you like all of those things. When someone comes up and thanks you for your efforts or says, man, oh man, you did such a great job in that, or I appreciate that, makes you feel all warm and fuzzy. So sometimes we get so kind of bogged down in the busyness of life that it's really easy to not take the time, take those few moments to make sure that you're letting someone know that's how you feel and that's how they see them. Let them know that they really matter. We were having friends over last weekend to swim. We have a pool in our backyard. And I had some work stuff I had to do in the morning. And while I'm getting work done, I see Jason running all over the house. He's prepping to put chicken on the grill. He's opening up the pool cover. He's tying knots in the hose in the backyard. He's making sure our gardens are watered. He's making sure that the pool toys are out. And while I'm getting other stuff done, I still am realizing he's doing the lion's share of getting ready for us to have guests at our own house without me, that he's spending his time making sure everything is right. And I have not lifted a finger to help him. Now, I had to work and he understood that. So, that's part of our partnership. But sometimes I think people don't take time to stop and look at the other person and say, I see you. So he came in from outside. He's sweating because it's like 90 degrees here in Chicagoland. And I just went up to him. I gave him a kiss and I said, I see you. I see you doing all the work that needs to be done for us to have our friends over without any help from me. And his immediate reaction was, oh, it's not that big of a deal. I'm like, no, it is a big deal because we need to get that done. I have some other stuff that I needed to get done. And I really appreciate you doing all of that because it's a lot. It just adds up to a lot of work. Taking care of a home is a lot of work. And so then he just kind of smiled and was like, thank you. I appreciate that. And that's where I thought about doing a podcast on it. I recently also gave my practice manager, Allison, a promotion at the practice. She has worked for me for over a decade. She is our practice manager for Advanced Health of Naperville. She's also the account manager for the Branch Moms community. And she helps us send out emails and does social media. And at the practice, she just basically runs everything. I always joke with her and use a hashtag everyone needs an Allison. She just has energy for days and a positive attitude and tries her hardest to make sure that everything is running smoothly. And she cares so much about her job and helping other people. And it was time for me to give her a raise and a promotion. And so I met with her and I explained how I felt about her. I explained how much I cared about her. I explained how valuable she was to our organizations. And then sent her some flowers to the practice today and did a little social media post where I'm now seeing patients come on and be like, Allison, you're amazing. Allison, you're awesome. All the same things that I was saying to her, but I want her to feel that love. I want her to feel that appreciation. And again, sometimes it just takes doing that little extra effort or going a little bit out of your way or being really intentional of making sure that you are sharing with someone how much you care and that you see them. I see what you're doing. I see how much work you put in every day. It's so important. On Facebook, there's lots of people that will talk about their kids or talk about something that happened in work or anything. Spend a few minutes a day if you're active on social media, whether Instagram or Facebook or the TikTok or wherever. Man, I feel like you just have to keep up with the social media Joneses, so to speak. Trying to figure out where you're supposed to post and where you're supposed to be and where you're supposed to spend your time and energy. But just a little congratulations, a um, little reach out, send them a text if you know them, right? Hey, I saw what you posted on Facebook. Congratulate. I know you've been working so hard. I have a friend of mine that I saw the other day, and I know from Facebook, I don't see her often, that she's been working out really hard and taking care of herself, and she looks amazing. Um, not only weight wise, but she's like glowing. She has an energy about her. You can tell she feels phenomenal. So I sent her over a text and said, hey, I know you're working hard. You look amazing, but I hope you feel even better than that. And I know that was received with warmth and appreciation. Another thing, we have many people in our lives that are going through different struggles. Um, and when people, let's say they have a surgery or they have a loss in their family, or they're going through a divorce, or they're going through another difficult time, what I see and what I've felt for myself when I've been going through those times is that you get a lot of people that come to be in community with you, to support you, to help you right at the beginning. You get this kind of big surge of, oh, I'm so sorry. How are you doing? Right. I have a number of people in my life that have been going through longer term things, cancer diagnoses, struggles with family, where it's not just a 2 month process. It's can be years of a process. And I kind of have a little mental list of those people. And every once in a while, I check in with them and just send them a text or send them some flowers or send them a gift card for Uber Eats so that they can, when they're in the hospital, they can, get food a little easier for their family. And making sure that I'm checking in with them on a regular basis, not all the time, not to bug them, but just to make sure that they know that I understand they're still going through a tough time, that I am thinking of them, that someone's thinking of them. Because in those moments, things can get lonely when you're going through those difficult times. It just sometimes you get in your head, and when you're being challenged, sometimes just a little uplifting note or a little uplifting message or a phone call can be enough to set the entire tone of your day. And I know that because I have felt that way when people have reached out to me, and I have heard back from other people that have said, this just made my whole week. Thanks so much for putting a smile on my face. And things like that are just really important. Another kind of category of your life is if you have children. Positive affirmations, positive reinforcements on the things they're doing well. It's so it's so easy with kids to focus on the things that they are not doing well, right? Where they need to clean up their room, they left something on the ground, they left their shoes on in the middle of the floor, right? There's a million and one things to complain to your kids about that they're not doing right. But what about the moments when they are doing good things? I would just challenge you to not overlook those times, to not miss an opportunity to make sure they understand that you see them when they're messing everything up, but you see them when they're knocking it out of the park. Nicholas, my younger one, once he had a driver's license, he's almost 18 now, but he went to Walgreens and he came home with all this candy. Maybe I've said this before, but all this candy. And I looked at him, I'm like, Nick, why are you buying all that? You don't need all this candy. And he looked at me and goes, Mom, I like to bring it to my English class and I give everyone a piece of chocolate just to help make their days better. Like, oh, that's my Nicholas. That is my Nicholas, all rolled up into one concept. He just tries to make people happy. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, buddy. And the next day I went to him and said, that is just so thoughtful. Right. I bet you really do make people smile. I can just visualize you walking around. He's like 6'4". He probably wasn't 6'4" back then, but he was tall enough. This big guy walking around like, here's a piece of Dove chocolate. Um, and how sweet is that? And so I wanted to make sure that I shared with him that I understood that's a big deal. That helps people. If they take the time to clean up the room on their own or put the dishes away. We had some family members over for a barbecue, and Christopher cleaned up all the pool toys, and Nicholas and his girlfriend put all the dishes from the dishwasher away. And, those are things that I ask them to do to help be a part of our family and help be a part of our household. But they had done them on their own. And even one of my friends, Patty, who's been on the podcast before, was like, what did you do to your kids? How did you make them do that? But I think part of it that goes into it is recognizing those times when they're really doing well and they are, like I said, stepping up and going above and beyond without you even asking them, to do it. And one of the last places I see this happening that I know I try to be intentional about is with complete strangers. We've all seen the mom with three little kids with the 2-year-old having a meltdown. There might not be a way for us specifically help her, but what I will do in those moments, try to read the situation. I try not to say something I shouldn't, but just be like, being a mom is hard, isn't it? You're doing a great job. Hang in there. And just that alone. I see moms post on the branch Facebook groups all the time saying, to the woman at Target that just gave me a smile and said I was doing a great job, thank you so much. It was such a tough day. And those words of encouragement really meant a lot to me. I remember one woman had, again, 3 kids, a little newborn baby, and an older child. And then their 2-year-old ran out the doors of a large shopping center, and another mom scooped that baby right up and brought him in. And instead of being like, what the heck, why aren't you watching your kids? It was, oh my gosh, my son did the same thing. Or, man, I remember that day that my daughter, I couldn't find her at the grocery store. Right? We're all here to help support each other. And in a time and an age where it feels like there's so much division over so many different things, being kind, acknowledging people, making sure the people in your life or even a complete stranger is supported and seen and felt valued, I think is one of the things that we can do as human beings to make this world an even better place. I hope you have a great day and find a couple of opportunities to let someone know that you're watching, you see them, and you appreciate them. Thanks so much. If you're looking to contact me, you can always find me at Cathy at simplysocket.com. Have a great day.